Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Stock with Khan, and in today's video I'm gonna be covering NIO again, one of my favorite EV related stock, Chinese premium electric vehicle car maker, and they have some exciting news, so stick around because I think you're gonna love this video as well. So welcome back. Let's get right into NIO. I have been speaking about NIO, covering NIO in my multiple videos. It's one of my favorite stock because I think on the longer term, on the longer run, this company is gonna dominate the EV sector, not only in China, but also in Europe and probably in the States as well, alongside Tesla. NIO has recently announced that earlier in this coming autumn, in September, it's gonna install its footprints in Europe, and in particularly in Norway. They're highly interested, and I'm gonna show you this chart. So I've been covering NIO, just like I mentioned in my several videos, and especially 1 month ago when the NIO stock was trading. Even before that, around about 30, started from between 32 to 37. I covered NIO a lot, and you can look here. It was on May 13 I would say May 25, 26, I covered NIO that this is a golden opportunity. But some of you guys might have followed those advices. Obviously, what I say, I do that. I have been loading up on NIO, and let's look into 1 month chart. It's been up 23%. So I've been dollar cost averaging in on NIO, and I have been up so good, so to say, so well up to this point. But it's not about this, it's about overall. If you look at its 1 year chart, right from last year, I would say late July to late August, that was the period when NIO was in the news, and this was the highly spoken about stock. It's also one of the electric vehicle car company who is always been referred to by the customers to other people. It's known for that. The same is with the stock. So that was the time, just like I mentioned, from July end, right here, from July end till end of August. That was the time when you see right at the end of August when it really started to get its momentum, and then there was no end for it. Obviously, there was some correction, and then it go up, correction, go up, correction, and then go up, and then slight correction, go up, and correction, go up, correction, go up. And this has been the story for NIO. Obviously, from the start of this March, there was correction in overall EV sector, which obviously then had an impact on NIO as well. You can see that in March, beginning of the March, it dropped from 50 to 35. It went up, and then there was correction, and it's been a story of that was always sideways for NIO. But right now NIO has some really good news, and I want to share this with you in this article. So let's get into the article that was released 6 hours ago on July 3rd. So right from this current the time that I'm making this video. So in Motley Fool, they are saying that Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer NIO was in the fast lane in June, climbing 37.8% for the month, according to the data provided by S&P Global Market Intelligence. The company is still in early days, but is showing encouraging signs of growth, and investors have taken notice. So what does this mean overall? NIO is sometimes called the Tesla of China due to its charismatic CEO, loyal following, and focus on high-end vehicles. And increasingly, the company is showing progress that backs up the title. The company early in the month announced its manufacturing partner has begun construction of a second factory near the industrial city of Hefei, which, when finished, will increase NIO's production capability to about 20,000 vehicles per month. Imagine that production, 20,000. Right now, it's around 8,000. I will cover this. Per month. I mean, 8,000 for June was the record. It's been always somewhere between 7,000, something like that overall for a quarter, 22,000 in total. But right now, this June 2021, They went past 8,000, and it's year over year 119% gain in the production, and that tells you so much about the company in general. So when it will be 20,000, imagine that the effect it will have on the stock price. Right now the stock is trading around 50, and from 8 to reaching to 20,000, that is more than doubling. It's 2.5%. So yeah, 2.5 x gain. So it's telling you that the stock will easily be trading somewhere between I would say $125 to $150, and that is not gonna be a long wait for this, for the stock in general. So let's get into the article. I don't want to deviate from the story that they have been presenting in this article from Motley Fool. Further, they are saying the NIO is also working to expand its portfolio of related products, including its recharging and power accessories. The company announced late in June it would hold a power day. By the way, this day is coming in July, I think in the second week of July. So I would say in few days. I'm not particularly, I think it's 10th or 11th of July. You have to check that, right? Today is 3rd of July, so I think in a matter of a week or two, you have to double check on the date. But this power day, obviously, as the day will come closer, it will have also an upside potential on the stock price as well. Investors have come to expect big product announcements from events like this, which likely give the stock an extra charge. Wall Street has taken notice. Citigroup's Jeff Chung late in month raised its price target for NIO's American Depository shares to $72 from 58.30, reiterating his buy rating on what he called robust shipment volume. Further, in the end, they are concluding that on the first day of July, NIO confirmed those shipping volumes, saying it had delivered 8,083 vehicles in June and 21,896 vehicles for the entire second quarter. That gives the company nearly 42,000 deliveries in the first half of the year, which is a little short, by the way. NIO has announced that I think for the year they are announcing somewhere between 90 to 100,000 vehicles, and that is slightly short because if combined in 2 quarters they are delivering 42,000, they are ending up with 84,000 per year. So that's also, then at the end, obviously we have the chip shortage issues overall with the EV sectors, and that's obviously affecting NIO as well. But hopefully they are covering this here. You can see it's been mentioned here. Let's go through it further, which is a little short of 90,000 vehicle target for the year analysts are hoping for. NIO has been ramping up deliveries and had expected second half growth, but with a chip shortage impacting the entire auto industry, it's hard to predict how the second half will go. For the long-term holders, though, the direction is clear. NIO is gaining traction and winning business in its important home market and making plans for the international expansion. There is a lot for investors to be excited about with NIO right now. That was this article that was released a few hours ago. In the other article that is also from Motley Fool, that was from yesterday, the day before yesterday, and I think here they had mentioned that this is the gain that I was talking about, a new monthly record with 8,083 and a new monthly record and more than 16% more vehicles that's been delivered in June 2019. So overall 116% year over year gain. I mentioned 119 early on. There was another article also, and I'm not sure if I opened that one, but I will quickly also come to the rating from Yahoo Finance. They're rating it as a buy, to buy from a range of 1 to 5. And in the tip rank, top analysts from the Wall Street, they have given it a strong buy rating, expecting it to be a stock of 63.63 by end of this year, and giving it 26.25% upside potential, with 8 of them giving the rating and all of them giving it as a buy. So some of them even rating it stock of $81 overall by end of the year. So it tells you so much about the company. And personally, from what I have read and the research that I'm consistently doing about NIO and EV in general, and the sector in general, I think NIO is gonna be one hell of a company. It's gonna be one monstrous of a company on the longer term. By end of 2025, I think China spoke of having 20% of their cars being EV cars. They have massively backed up NIO so far, and have spoken about expanding its routes to Europe, just like in one article also they had mentioned this. And I'm not sure if this other article that I wanted to show you is, if I have opened it, I haven't opened it, but I'm gonna briefly talk about this here. So they are saying that once they establish their routes from the beginning September this year in Europe, they are gonna obviously then hit the US sector as well. And with this is obviously will have a massive impact on the stock price of this company. But on the longer term, China by end of 2030 wants 90% of their cars being electric vehicle cars, and their main premium company is NIO. They're massively backing it up. The government is with them. And the other electric vehicle car company is working together with NIO. NIO is also working in collaboration with Ford through exchanging their EV charging stations. They can obviously charge their cars on Ford stations. Ford can do vice versa on NIO stations. NIO is working and expanding its routes to Norway already. Their cars can be seen even at some places in Germany as well. And they're already just like planning to establish their EPOS and stock exchange from Hong Kong. And there is so much that is in case of NIO that you can look up to. So on the longer term, I'm highly bullish on this stock. I easily see it by end of this year a stock of $60 to $70, just like the Wall Street analysts. But I would not be surprised that it is beyond that, beyond 70, because of all the upside catalysts, or so to say the upside potential that some of those news have, including the establishment in European market in the start of this year September, as well as its this ET7, this sedan, by beginning of 2022. So there is so much to look forward to in NIO, and I wanted to bring this article to you guys. This was very interesting article from Motley Fool. They are obviously highly bullish on NIO as well. And for you guys, please mention it in the comments if you have an opinion about EV in general, or about NIO, or about any other hard stock that you want me to cover in my next upcoming videos. And do me a favor, subscribe to my channel and become part of the community. I will see you in the next video.